Since we're still higher than we were 2 weeks ago, we're going to discuss the market's current status and our future direction. As we have been saying on this channel, pay attention to Bitcoin, it is the main focus. The first to run is Bitcoin, it's all season. Keep in mind the stories that were told to you by many people. We kept you on the right track on this channel and predicted that Bitcoin would eat first and go first, and that's exactly what's going to happen right now. The rise of Bitcoin is imminent. We have been discussing this range, 125,000, for a while now. Once we leave it, greatness will begin. We will examine the Bitcoin and XRP charts in this episode. We're going to talk about BlackRock and what they did recently, which is just one more reason you shouldn't be alarmed or scared. So without further ado, take a seat back, unwind, and let's get started. Bitcoin is presently trading at $98,509, down 3.71% over the last day. Ethereum is currently down 6.5% at $3,057. XRP is currently down 8.58% over the last day, trading at a mean lean $2,074. The total cryptocurrency market capitalization is still larger than it was 2 weeks ago, when it was at $3.3 trillion, and is currently at $3.54 trillion, meaning that both USDT and USDC are still at their dollar pegs. Where do we go from here, people? Regarding Bitcoin, I believe the time has come. The price of the cryptocurrency is set to rise. Good morning, what happened last night was the tweet I posted. Who made the sale? Who was responsible? It seems like everyone is pointing the finger at Trump, saying that his actions and the tariffs are to blame. I believe that he was a pro-crypto president and that there would only be green days, gorgeous skies, sandy beaches, and refreshing drinks once he took office. Folks, that's not how it works. The market is under the supervision of the market makers. The market makers observe the sentiment on social media, gauge how optimistic everyone is, and decide what to do. On the other hand, if social media is all about longs and talking about how this thing is untouchable, that it will fly, and that we will all place 100 longs and make a ton of money overnight, do you know what they do? They control these markets, they liquidate everyone, and they liquidate the longs. We discussed the need to keep Bitcoin under control so it doesn't spike past $100,000. Why? So what did they do, since that's a huge psychological level? After floating at around 100,000 for a while, they offered you a brief tease by causing it to rise to 104, then fall back to the low 90s, then rise to 108, and finally fall back to the low 90s. What had they done with it now? People became rebellious and believed it was time to go when they held it above 100,000, and they were currently clearing out all of the long positions from the markets. If you believe that retail dominates these sectors, I have been arguing for a while now that retail does not influence the direction of these markets. They are not within our control. The institutions and market makers manage these markets, which have a combined value of $3.5 trillion. When it comes time to go up, they will make the decision and give the order. What then did I say? Folks, I checked the chart this morning, and guess what? It's time to buy Bitcoin. It's that easy, it's that simple. Bitcoin is about to move, its dominance is about to increase, and only when it reaches that 60% range will we be looking at an alt season. It's not time yet, it's not time yet. Yes, alt is still going to rise this quarter, the beginning of Q2, but the true alt season, where we see those parabolic blow-off tops, is not coming to the latter half of this year. This is the exact strategy we've been preaching on this channel for more than 6 months. However, people get sidetracked by a little green, and then, they come across someone on Twitter who says this thing is going to fire off and go to the moon overnight, and guess what? This Bitcoin chart shows the Reaper line, which is currently around 98,000. It doesn't happen. I take it we're around there? We can still see a slight rebound here because we are getting near to it, but the candle close won't be in for a while. I have no idea why I'm having trouble speaking, but you know what? What am I looking at? We'll figure it out. Very simple, right around this area, where we are circling our map, which is right around 96,000. That's it. Time to open a long. Set a stop loss at 96K. Because if 96,000 is breached on this, we will see an 89,000 Bitcoin, and then we would open up a long from there. However, I don't think this 89,000 is coming. I really don't. I think Bitcoin is going to bounce from here, and I think it is going to start its run-up. February has been one of the most bullish months for cryptocurrencies, the second most bullish month over the past 12 years, and I believe the only other bullish month that outperforms February was either September or October. Alright, people, we're getting ready, and here's the XRP chart. Look, there's your Reaper line, currently sitting at 272, interesting 272, right? We told you that 272 was the region we were looking for when we were trying to break out, and we are now hoping that 272 will serve as that bounce spot so that we can move forward and bounce back up. You can see the yellow line on the chart right here, which is the 50 moving average, and it is still bullish. The candles are still closing above it, and we are still sitting pretty. The purple line, which is the 21 EMA, is still above it, and the green line is getting close to going over it, but the 21 EMA, so your long-term and medium-term price indicators are still very bullish here. As for your short-term price prediction, that is the green line, your 8 EMA. We need 2 candle closes above it, but we didn't get it. We got 2 candle closes below it, and below it, which is bearish. So what are we looking at? We need to check the yellow to see how bearish this thing wants to go, but I don't think it will go that bearish. I think we will have a bounce here. I'm just making sure the 8 doesn't break over and back under the 21. What am I doing? I'm looking to buy it today, but as you know, I've been keeping an eye on it. I don't know how much lower it will go, but it just dropped from, I believe, $1.60 to $1.70. This is looking like a perfect entry, and I said that if I can get it back into the $1.30 range, I would be buying. With Ripple and BlackRock's partnership, I firmly believe that the possibilities are endless for Ondo here, so I'm going to buy some today. I won't worry if it drops even lower to $1.25. If it reaches $1, I'm happy with the position. I can get it at $1.29. So that's what I'm going to be looking at here. BlackRock just bought $30,000 worth of Bitcoin. Do you think they're going crazy? Is the bull run over, in your opinion? If BlackRock is purchasing $30,000 worth of Bitcoin, do you believe that the bull run is over? People have a look at this chart. As you can see, at the beginning of January, BlackRock owned $548,000 in Bitcoin. Fast forward to $579,000 and $548,000. Currently owning $579,000 as of January 30th, are you aware of the actions of BlackRock and these other major institutional players? To get as many Bitcoins, XRPs, and other cryptocurrencies as possible before this thing goes on its massive rally, they are accumulating and trying to keep the price suppressed and as low as possible. The plan and script remain the same. Q1 may be a few weeks into Q2, bullish, tax time correction, altcoins parabolic blow-off tops, summer-fall of 2025. Ignore the stories that are being told, and quit following those who have made forecasts that are 1 out of 10 or who have been so wrong. You will enjoy the most incredible bull run experience of your life if you adhere to truthful and accurate information.